Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom, there lived a young prince named Alexander. Alexander was known for his bravery, his love for adventure, and his courage to stand up to any challenge that came his way. He lived his life to the fullest, never shying away from risks, and always seeking new adventures. One day, as Alexander was out hunting in the forest, he stumbled upon a group of bandits who were terrorizing the local villagers. Without a second thought, he drew his sword and charged towards them, taking them by surprise. With his quick reflexes and sharp wit, he was able to defeat the bandits and save the villagers. The news of Alexander's bravery spread quickly throughout the kingdom, and soon he became a household name. People started to look up to him as a role model and a symbol of hope. Alexander was happy to have made a difference in the lives of those he had helped, and he continued to live his life with the same enthusiasm and courage as before. One day, however, Alexander received news that his father, the king, had fallen gravely ill. The news left him devastated, and he rushed back to the castle to be by his father's side. When he arrived, he found his father lying on his deathbed, his face pale and his breathing shallow. Alexander was filled with a sense of helplessness and despair as he watched his father slowly slipping away. He couldn't bear the thought of losing him, and he wished with all his heart that there was something he could do to save him. As the night wore on, Alexander sat by his father's side, watching as the flicker of life slowly faded from his eyes. At that moment, he realized the truth behind Julius Caesar's famous quote, "Cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant never taste of death but once." He realized that the fear of losing his father had caused him to suffer 1,000 deaths before his father's actual passing. He had allowed his fear to consume him, and in doing so, he had robbed himself of the chance to truly live his life to the fullest. In that moment, Alexander made a promise to himself that he would never let fear hold him back again. He would face every challenge that came his way with the same courage and determination that he had always shown. And he would always remember that true bravery lies not in the absence of fear, but in the ability to face it head-on and overcome it. From that day on, Alexander became even more fearless and determined than before.